All right. So, this is like a few days later. Barend, your wounds have healed, and you were actually, what happened was you were knocked out unconscious when several of the healers of the fort came and used on special healing kits and whatnot on you, and then they kind of brought you into the fort to basically nurse you back to health. During which time Rosie was what was Rosie doing?
Mm. Rosie was in one of the meeting halls in the barracks, and she spent her time dancing, hanging out with Rick,
Okay.
and eating food.
Got you.
So she did
She was partying.
She did a few performances,
Okay.
just 3, I'll say.
All right.
And she made some friends. She pissed off some people.
Okay.
And
just some?
She has no idea.
Okay.
Nor does she care.
Okay. And you wake up. You wake up a while later, and of course you're lying in bed with bandages and whatnot on you. What do you wish to do, Barend?
Anybody notice me wake up yet?
Well, yeah, there's the nurses and stuff like that who are there, and they're like, he's awake and stuff like that. Go notify his friends.
I want to go up to the rooftop, whatever.
All right, so you climb out of bed.
Yeah.
All right, so you notice that you got like a really really big bandage going kind of across your chest.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to remove it?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
All right. For the best. Probably got. I don't know.
All right, so you make your way up to the rooftop, and you see that there are people working in the town to basically kind of fix things that are burnt down or whatnot, and some fires are actually still burning as you are viewing. But this is probably like several hours later, like almost maybe half a day.
Yeah. I'll just stay up there and look.
All right.
For a while.
So after a bit of time, Rosie.
I have a question.
Yes.
Was my mask next to me or anything like that when I woke up?
Yes. All your stuff was in a bag.
Yeah, I'll look for it and I'll put it on.
Well, it's not near you right now because you're on the roof.
Okay. Alright. Well, I'm still up there then.
That's great.
Yeah.
So great. How's that wind on your bare face?
It feels cold, man. Be honest, it feels cold, real cold.
It's almost like fate itself or whatever is blowing cold wind against you. So Rosie, after a while, after a while of doing all this stuff, and by the way, you have plenty of energy because you ended up getting some rest, I'm assuming. You get notification that Barend is awake.
And then she swallows. What was that? And she like wipes the chicken grease from her face.
And the nurse, she goes, your friend, he's awake, Barend.
Rosie immediately gets up, grabs a couple rolls off the table, grabs another chicken leg.
Does she grab the chicken leg from like somebody else's plate that they're eating from?
No. All this is in front of her. It's
okay.
a huge mound of food.
Okay.
And yeah, so she grabs another chicken. I'll say chicken breast.
Okay.
So she's got a thigh in one hand and a breast in the other, and she's walking, grease dripping from her palms.
And the rolls, where she put them?
In her bag.
In her bag?
Yeah.
All right. Got you. And, all right, so,
she's walking around with the chicken.
All right, so
taking a bite every now and then.
Is she walking aimlessly?
Yes, she's asking around very, very loudly. Hey! Have you seen Barend? Barend! Have you seen Barend?
And one guy goes, I think he went to the roof.
Your voice sounds funny.
Yeah.
Thank you!
No problem.
She starts heading towards the roof.
All right. And by the way, at this time, Rick is completely immersed in water of his vase or jug or what you really it's a barrel.
His face is in a barrel.
Face is in a barrel, and I mean, it's great because it's mostly water. You know.
Not anymore. It's probably just like tentacle juice or something.
All right, $1 million question. $1 million question.
Yeah.
If he breathes in an alcoholic beverage, does he get drunk?
Yes.
All right.
I don't want Rick drunk.
Drunk Rick.
I don't want a drunk Rick. I want a sober Rick at all times.
You want a sober Rick driving at all times?
Yeah. He's my babysitter. He just doesn't know it yet.
All right. So, all right, Rosie, you head to the roof?
Yes.
All right. You get to the roof and you see Barin standing there all bandaged up in hospital outfit.
Oh, Barin! There you are, you girl face.
You just hear just like a sigh of just like,
You wish you were as pretty as me. She flips her long, luscious hair. And then she approaches you and takes another greasy bite of chicken and holds out her chicken breast towards you. You want some?
I'm good for now, thanks.
You sure? And then she puts it right next to your mouth, like dangerously close enough to drip grease on your shirt.
He doesn't have a shirt.
Oh, your gown.
For my bandages.
Yeah, the bandages.
I thought you had a gown on over
No,
there.
he has hospital attire, but he just has bandages over his chest, a big one.
Okay. Hey, there's a lot of blood on that thing.
That's what happens when you get. That's what happens.
Okay then. Have you seen Rick?
New.
You're being kind of boring. Have you seen Rick?
No. I just woke up.
Okay then. Bye.
Do you drop a roll on accident?
No, I'm keeping my rolls, buddy. These rolls are mine.
All right. So Rosie heads downstairs in search of Rick Pursuits.
Yeah, got Rick on the brain.
Mm-hmm. What are you going to do, Barend?
Well, I want to go down, look for my mask, and put it on.
So you go collect all your gear?
Yes.
All right. And then you put on your mask?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Do you get dressed in your actual attire?
Sure.
Cool. What are you going to do about your bandages? Leave them on?
Yeah.
All right.
Just put your gear on over it.
So, all right, you got your gear on and whatnot, and a soldier with like a cast on kind of hobbles towards you and then salutes you with his other arm.
I give him a little short bow.
Yeah, he says, the mayor would like to see you, sir. Can you gather together your team?
Do I see Rosie or Rick anywhere?
No. Not where you're at.
Alright, well, Tom was like, well, I don't know exactly where they are. Wherever there's the loudest noise possible, you'll find them.
You'll find one of them.
Yeah. Well, no, you will find them because the other one doesn't leave the other one.
All right, so all right, Rosie, you make your way back to the cafeteria because obviously, if you're hungry, Rick is too, and you see Rick in a barrel of water.
I go over to Rick and start pulling him away from it. Come on, Rick, let's go and have fun.
As you're pulling Rick away from the barrel, he's kind of reaching towards it.
No more of that. Get your grubby little tentacles out of there.
All right, so you get y'all head off to where?
Rick, take me somewhere fun.
All right, so Rick marches. Rick marches on towards the stage, and then he grabs the microphone, and then not the microphone. There's no microphone. He basically marches on stage, and he begins to sing the song that you were singing.
And then she's in the background dancing to it, just like.
So
except it's like way too sexual. Like
Yeah.
she doesn't know, but like she's just doing her normal, freaking genie dances.
This is, by the way, this is the song that you were humming on the road, and he was humming in tune with you, or singing in tune with you.
I forgot about it, but I remember now.
Yeah, that's the song he's currently singing.
Oh, great! And she's dancing.
Yeah. So there you go. And
they finish the song, and she's wondering why everyone's staring at her. She feels really self-conscious.
Yeah. I mean, hold on 1 second. I need to roll a d20. So you see lots of coins being thrown onto stage. Into like a bucket. A little bucket. Lots and lots of coins.
Rosie doesn't really care much for money.
So you just walk off stage?
No, she likes things. I don't think she... Does she have a grasp of the meaning of money?
Probably not.
I'm going to say she takes the gold and puts it in her bag. She's like, well, I can use these later. Maybe I can melt it down and make some things.
Some shinies.
Yeah. So, like, she takes it, the whole pot, and pushes it onto Rick. Like, you hold this.
All right. By the way, that was 20 gold.
And she waves at all the audience.
All right.
Thank you for having fun. You over there, I liked your dance too.
Barin, so you, as you're walking towards the eating area, you hear somebody say, "And thank you over there. I like your dance too."
Am I just now coming in?
You're a little bit of distance away. You can hear this really loud.
Is the guard with me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just asked him, so what does the mayor want to see us for?
It's dealing with the invaders from last night.
Okay. How's everything holding up?
Well, the town's repairs are in order. We think we'll be fine, but we have to launch some investigation and whatnot. As far as like the soldiers go, a lot of us have been injured. A good portion of them killed.
Do you know which direction did the enemies leave towards?
Well, we know that they left towards the east, but you should probably talk to the mayor about this stuff.
Okay. Where is he?
He's outside directing people towards the repairs.
Okay, he's outside?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. By this time, I would probably assume that we're like at the door.
Well, you're so you're not going to go into the kitchen and collect Rosie and Rick?
Yeah. Like at the door of the cafeteria or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah. I just look in. What's Rosie and Rick doing?
Rick is singing on stage, and Rosie is thanking everyone.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds something like a song, like this, kind of like da 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 da, something like that, something like that.
Okay.
You guys are not seeing this in the audience. We don't really have our faces for this podcast, but Mitchell just spent about 5 seconds rubbing his face in.
Just in agony.
And now he's like scrunching his face and digging in his eye.
Alright,
that's what Rick was doing.
And I can just imagine the dance that Rosie's doing.
Oh, well, she's not dancing anymore.
She quit dancing.
Well, she did.
But she is danced like a belly dancer, so you can kind of imagine.
Yeah, kind of imagine.
I forgot. She's wearing a really nice robe. Remember that nice robe she got from the Goblin Corpse?
Yep.
She's still wearing that.
While she was belly dancing?
Well, she just thinks it's nice. But it really does need to be cleaned.
Alright, so what do you want to do?
Do I want to disturb them or not? I don't know. I just look at the officer and I just tell him to take me to the commander.
All right.
I just say like we should just leave them here and help for the commotion.
Okay. So the soldier he's like, yes sir, right away. And so he takes you to the mayor. And mayor says, just the man I wanted to see. I'm good.
Doing?
It's good to see that you're in good shape. By the way, he still has on his bandages from last night, the one over his eye and the cast and all that. Well, not really cast, but splint and stuff like that. And he's like, we managed to work up a couple of these because of your bravery. So here, and he hands you a couple of potions of healing.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Don't you honor those, Mitchell? I think you'll need them more than I will.
Well, Rosie's not there to even know.
Are they regular?
Yeah, they're potions of healing. They're regular potions of healing.
Okay.
Yes. And he says, I need to talk to you about the information we found out last night and regarding the people. So the invading force, we from our interrogations, as you know, there is a cave to the east. And that is also the direction which the invading army had left. So we don't have the men to spare, and we were wondering if you could do it, and we'll pay you and your group handsomely. 250 gold each.
Oh.
That's some good money.
That is really good money.
Yeah. What we really need you to do is follow them to the caves and come back with any information you can have. You don't have to fight them. We just need information.
Never gonna give you up.
So
Never
we just
let
it's 250 each for each just enemy we kill, right?
No, for each companion. One for you, one for Rick, and one for Rosie.
Okay, to go out and
find the caves and come back with any information you can. Also, he says to you, as you know, they invaded the town and took much of our valuables. If you could bring that back, we would really appreciate it. Our town, we have nothing without it.
Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie to hurt you.
Any questions?
Mitchell's staring.
Any questions or anything you want to ask or say?
Let's see. I'll just say I'll have to let me go talk to my comrades, and I'll let you know.
All right. He says, all right, no problem. Please come back quickly, though. We need to follow them while the trail is still here.
All right, so I go I go back inside towards the kitchen area.
Okay. All right. You see that Rosie? Rosie, are you eating again, or what are you doing?
No, she's like arguing with someone.
All right. She's arguing with someone because he clearly looked at her butt, even though he was looking at his glass. I don't know. What are you arguing about?
I don't think she notices that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay.
She probably said something stupid and he got mad at her.
Oh, okay. So they're arguing about something like that. He said, she said something. And, of course, Rick is just standing there.
Uh-huh.
Although, if you look closely enough, you can see that even though he's standing next to Rosie, his eyes are glanced at a certain barrel.
Certain barrel?
Yeah.
He wants to go
certain barrel. Uh-huh.
He wants to put his head back in there.
Alright. So, I'm assuming I'm hearing Rosie and the guy argue because Rosie's the one that, never mind, she had her own food.
Yeah.
She probably stole some food or something. I don't know.
Who knows?
So I go in there. I like stand next to Rosie in the van, just listening to the conversation.
All right, Rosie, you want to start the conversation, or you want me to?
Listen here, man. I can say whatever I want, and you just need to get over it.
I do not have a girly-looking nose. I don't know what you're talking about. Everybody says it's the manliest nose I've ever seen.
Well, people have been lying to your face. It looks like a nose that should be on a 6-year-old girl.
I am so mad right now. Ah. And he basically stands up, okay? And then he turns to Rick and says, "Does this nose look girly to you?" And Rick goes, and he goes, and he just turns around and starts crying as he runs off.
He starts crying.
It's not the only thing that's girly.
That's great. That's great.
Right.
Hi, Byron. Your face is normal again. Oh, man.
Rose, we need to talk.
Huh? What about?
We have a request.
Another adventure? Oh, goody. I've been wanting to get out of this smelly, sweaty place for a long time. Let's go.
He didn't hear an explanation.
I just look around like she doesn't mean it.
And like everybody stops staring and then looks back at their food again.
I was looking over to Rose and I was like, just keep that to yourself next time.
But why? It smells like armpits and dirty shoes.
Let's just get out of here before we start a food fight or something.
Someone pours salt in my
I'd kind of
drink
push her out of the room like, Rick, let's go.
All right, so as you're pushing her out of the room, she's dragging Rick by the collar, I imagine, and he's like reaching for the barrel that's right next to the doorway.
And Her fingers slip, and then Rick gets away.
Rick, of course, he just picks up the barrel and puts his face in as he's walking behind y'all.
And
Hold on, let me just make a strength check. Okay, so he can't lift the barrel.
he's gonna drag it.
He drags the barrel as best as he can while his face is in it, and he's falling behind y'all. And y'all hear this loud noise that's just like
Can he
wood
see
scraping
while
across the floor.
his face is inside of it?
Huh?
Can he see while his face is inside of it?
Oh yeah, he's fine.
He he has psychic brain powers that he never uses.
Okay. So
He's a
I
warlock.
see him struggling with the barrel.
If he
Yeah,
spoke,
you
if,
see.
if he spoke a language other than Rick, then he will be able to speak directly into your mind.
Oh, he can. It just would sound like he normally sounds.
You do know that that ability isn't actual language, and it automatically translates itself to any language.
For real.
One Direction, yeah. Check it out. It's in the Warlock.
I'll look it
Skills.
up. I thought it was just he can just project his voice into your mind.
No, I'll look it up while we're doing all this. It won't take long. I have a character named Tendril Vale who was a warlock with the same skills.
All right.
He's an elf orc, has green skin,
So
but elf ears and stuff. He's a pretty cool guy.
as we're walking along down the aisle, I fill him in for what the mayor wants us to do.
So are y'all going back to the mayor?
250 gold? I would have done it for 100. Don't tell them that.
As Rick's dragging the barrel, you can just see him stop for a second. He just stops dragging the barrel, lifts up one hand, and then points his thumb up.
He does the thumbs up.
And then he grabs the barrel and starts dragging it again.
Here we go.
Can I try to carry it?
You're gonna
So
carry
you're gonna
a
have to
barrel
drag
that
it.
Rick's head's submerged in?
Yeah, Rick's pretty attached to that barrel right now, buddy.
I mean, yeah, sure. Give me a strength roll.
Oh, God, no. What are you
Hey,
doing? What are you doing, man?
that's 11.
And what's your strength modifier?
0.
All right, yeah, sure. You're carrying a barrel while Rick's face is in it. All right, so y'all get to the mayor, and do you set the barrel down?
No.
Here we go, Glenn. Right here.
All right, cool.
It says, starting at first level, your alien knowledge gives you the ability to touch the minds of other creatures. You can communicate telepathically with any creature you can see within 30 feet of you. You do not need to share a language with the creature for it to understand your telepathic utterances, but the creature must be able to understand at least one language.
All right.
As long as the creature can speak a language themselves, then whatever you say will be translated to what they can understand.
What if Rick cannot speak a language?
Rick speaks Mind Flayer.
Yeah. Awakened mind.
Yeah.
Whatever. We're just going to say that that's just what you hear. Maybe he's purposely making you hear what he says that way.
If he really wanted to tell me something, then he would.
Yeah. Maybe that'll be the moment that you know, like, gets real when Rick actually communicates to you.
It'd be funny if his voice was really high pitched. Come on, guys, it's time to get out of here.
But the mayor goes.
I'm glad you like that, Mitchell.
Have you thought about the offer? We really need all the help we can get.
Let's do it! She puts her hand in the air.
Excellent. All right. So the town guard will supply you with anything you need.
Okay, and then she goes over
Anything?
to where they are, and she's
anything that we can, anything that we have that we can give you to help you with this quest.
I want that and that, and she starts taking stuff off the rack.
Clothes.
Yeah.
She just
Ooh,
walks
I
over.
want all 3 of these and all 3 of these.
Like
There
she
we go.
just instantly walks off with the guard to go and get clothes.
Yeah. I came here for clothes. Did you know?
And she has conversations with the guard.
Rick, I'm gonna get my boots now. Come and help me pick them out.
Rick follows.
With the barrel.
Yeah, go get your
Rick
boots.
starts dragging the barrel again.
Freaking barrel, man.
All right. So after he says this and they walk off, you see an injured guy who has a bandage over his eye as well, over the left eye particularly. Starts kind of hobbling over. Excuse me. Starts hobbling over towards you. You can tell by the way he's dressed and what he has on him that he's a monk.
All right, and you're gonna find out exactly about the monk in the next episode.
All right. Yes. All right. I'm gonna stop the recording and we'll start back up.